Oh, that made me jump. Hey everyone, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife. Today we're going to be talking about this thing, which is the gaming keyboard and mouse light-up combo pack by Accelerate. Now this is not sponsored in any way by Accelerate. I bought this thing out of my own money, and generally I tend to aggressively avoid anything with a kind of gaming moniker in it, like a gaming keyboard, gaming mouse, gaming monitor, gaming PC, because in general I find these things to be not as good as they originally might seem. However, I found this combo pack in my local Home Bargains, and just this once I decided to bite the bullet because it was only £12, right? If I bought it and it wasn't any good, I'm only, wasting £12, and I could potentially get a refund anyway. However, I've used this thing for about a week now, and I will be honest, I'm quite intrigued and surprised at some aspects of this combo pack. So let's head over to my desk and actually have a look at the keyboard and mouse themselves. The first thing you might notice about the keyboard is you can't actually see the lights right now, and that's because they don't come on automatically. You do have to toggle them on and off, and to do that all you do is press the scroll lock key and they do come on. You can't really see it all that well in the light at the moment, but once the lights get turned down or turned off, they are quite stark and quite bright, which, is pretty cool, actually. I like the fact that they are semi-visible in the light, but once the lights get turned off, they are much more prominent. Now, overall, the build quality I don't think is all that great. It is quite flexible, kind of, if I do that, then you can probably see, especially in this corner down here, there's a lot of flex in that board. In terms of the keys, they are very easy to take off. I will take off the left key there, and they are very easy to take off, as I said. So there's lots of opportunities to customize them if you want. I also noticed that the wire connecting the keyboard is just a standard wire, whereas the mouse wire is kind of that, like threaded fabric wire, which is much better kind of aesthetically, but also I think in terms of the longevity of the device. Now this is quite a complicated beast. It has the left click, the right click, it's got the scrolly wheel, you can press down on the scrolly wheel, you've got the DPI selector in the center there, it's got a double click button here, it's got a forward and back button on the side, and the gaming mouse accelerator, and this does actually have alternating LED lights. One thing I really do like about this mouse though is the size of the mouse. I don't think I have particularly large hands, but some of the mice that I've used before kind of make me have to curl my fingers up like that to really hold them correctly, whereas this one, it has a very nice kind of length to it, so I feel very comfortable. It's quite wide as well, so it just feels a lot more comfortable in my hand, which, is something if you've got the slightly larger hands in the population. It also works rather well just on kind of a desktop. You don't necessarily have to have a mouse pad. It does feel quite smooth as you go, and yeah, it's quite versatile, I'll say, in that sense. But let's have a look at these things in the dark. Turn that light out. So yeah, as you can see, it does have the laser there, but also you can see the lights are changing on the mouse, and the keyboard itself looks pretty decent. Now it does look rather uneven in terms of the strength of the lights, but let's actually have a look at how these things perform when I play a game. Feels quite responsive, which is nice to feel. And I bet it would be even better, smoother with a appropriate mouse pad, but I don't have one, unfortunately. Definitely something I need to get in the future. Just get rid of those things. I really do enjoy a bit of serious Sam though. Whoa, that made me jump. The game itself is just a really fun time to be had. Mainly because it just throws a bunch of enemies at you and yeah, just lets you go nuts with the shooting. As you could just tell from the gameplay, this keyboard and mouse work fine, even on the bare white desktop, and I'm definitely going to be using this setup for the foreseeable future. In summary, neither the mouse or the keyboard are amazing, however I did only pay £12 for this pack, and because of that I am actually quite happy with what I got for the money. I do think the mouse is much better quality than the keyboard, and I would be happy to pay £12 for this mouse. But in this pack you get a keyboard as well. The build quality of the keyboard is pretty lackluster, and I do think in a couple of weeks this thing might be starting to fall apart, and I definitely don't think it would survive a fall onto the floor, for example. However, I could be wrong. If you're someone who's starting out in gaming and desperately want a keyboard and mouse set that lights up, then I think you can do a lot worse than this. However, don't expect it to last too long, and as in many things, you get what you pay for. In any case, if you enjoyed this review about the gaming mouse and keyboard set by Accelerate, by all means like, comment, subscribe, all that social media goodness, and as always, keep living that best nerd life.